Hey, happy birthday! We are here live with a Roma Fringe and a Reading Fringe, and it's very wet here and rainy, and it's very wet in Reading. But David, I want you to show the nations where you are. Come on, show us your vista.
Hello, sorry.
Hello, can you show us where you are, David?
Again, I mean,
I want the world to see this.
For live. Yes, I'm in Rome. I'm near Milan. Next fire, like Napoleon.
Nice.
Yes, but I will come back soon.
So, David, you're in a lovely tropical island, and Gigi, we're in a lovely tropical West Berkshire offices. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your festivals? Gigi, why don't you go first? Tell us about Reading Fringe.
The Reading Fringe is in its 5th year. It has grown from a group of about 5 people feeling a bit crazy one day, thinking, oh, I know what we'll do. We'll get together on in Reading, to something a lot more formal in its 5th year, and it's grown hugely from about 7 venues to 14 this year, and we're bringing in specially built fringe venues as well. And what we focus on is very much supporting the local arts community, as well as bringing loads of awesome stuff to Reading as well.
Nice. And it's relatively inexpensive, isn't it, the Reading Fringe?
Yes, yeah, so it's £30 if you get accepted, and then we provide all of the infrastructure. We hold your hand through the whole process, try and market with as much as possible, and then you get 50% of your ticket receipt. So it's relatively risk-free.
Nice, cool. That sounds so good. And David, why don't you tell us a little bit about Roma Fringe?
Roma Fringe. I mean, every year we change something. So for next year, it will be in September. I mean, we'll start at the end of August, the 26th of August, actually. We will run for 3 weeks. And yes, our Fringe is, there's just a subscription for the selection. So then we take the 36% of the incomes, and that's all. We give them 3 dates, 3 performing dates, and the infrastructure, a technician, and all the support they need. Actually, yeah. I mean, from the press to the press office. I mean, it's the main one, not separately for each show, but we can support them and follow them through the promoting system, through internet, and through that place. I mean, we are inside a open space.
Can you speak up? Speak up, David, because you're quite quiet. Speak up a bit louder.
Okay, sorry. I was saying that. Okay. Hello.
Sorry. Start again.
Yes, I was saying that. Yes, I mean, we provide everything they need as well, and we'll be outdoors, so we'll and inside an open place, a public space. Actually, sorry?
Which place is it? Where is it going to be?
It should be Villa Mercede, where we were 3 years ago, and we spent 3 years there. I'm saying this because it's not yet completed, the bureaucracy procedure, so we cross the fingers. And actually will be something between this villa and a indoor space, a private space.
Nice.
In the neighborhood. And we will try to get involved all the neighborhoods as well with their locals, their pubs. So
cool. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Sorry, got Juji. I want to ask Juji, how did you get hooked on Fringe? What was your first Fringe experience?
I used to go to uni up in Scotland, and we decided as the last thing that we wanted to do as part to say goodbye to Scotland was to do the Fringe, the Edinburgh Fringe, for a month. So we went up there and did a full run of the Fringe. We didn't take any time off at all, so we just did the full run, which was absolutely nuts. And I think our show was at midnight, and we wouldn't get out of there until 4 o'clock in the morning. So then we continued drinking until midday.
Awesome.
And so I got hooked on the atmosphere of the Fringe and how exciting it was, the buzz of everyone being around, and that was something that I really wanted to recreate in Reading, obviously on a much smaller scale. But I think it's such a beautiful way that people come together, and it really dispels any differences that we may have, because we're all coming together and celebrating our love of art and culture. And it doesn't matter where you're from, you can still walk into the same arts performance and either enjoy it or hate it, but still have something to talk about afterwards. And it won't be about anything other than the culture. And that's what I really liked about it. I really enjoyed it. I met so many fabulous people.
Yeah, amazing. How about you, David? David, when did you first get hooked on Fringe?
Okay, it was the 2009. Yes, in New York.
Oh,
and was also one of my first experience as an actor. So yes, I mean, I like more the network than the festival. I mean, the festival, yes, I used to be inside festivals, and actually I can say this because every Fringe is different. So so it doesn't matter about the festival. It's just about the network and the feelings and the spirit of the Fringe. So I felt that, and I felt that could be something good to bring in Rome, and I did it. So I'm pretty proud of this, and
You've done a fabulous job as well.
definitely.
David has a mammoth task in Rome to beat the bureaucracy and bring his Fringe festival to the people. He blows my mind every year, telling me what happens.
There you can
I
make
really
it
need to
everywhere.
never complain about anything barriers that are put up. So if you ever need any kind of fix on continuing on, then David is your man to he can fight the bureaucracy from the inside. He's done really well. Juji, so you're celebrating World Fringe Day. Your Fringe is what's happening?
We did a Q&A at lunchtime with people that was all things Fringe, but also looking at, celebrating Reading as well. So if you're coming to Reading for the Fringe, you had an opportunity to ask questions about what there was to do in Reading. But also we wanted to celebrate as a wider community of Fringes across the world and say hello to all of our brothers and sisters across the world.
Here's your brother. He's called David. So Juji, you still there? Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
So what is your kind of favorite thing about Fringe? What buzzes you right up?
I love seeing people's faces after they've either performed, been to a show, or been involved with it in some way, shape or form. There's just like this, I think it's something that we all get if we've performed or organised events. I mean, it's like the best drug in the world, the sense of achievement that people feel after they've done something related to the Fringe. It doesn't have to be the Fringe, it could be any arts project or event. But what I particularly love, and that's the thing that keeps on going, makes me keep on going, is that sense of achievement that people feel, or the enjoyment that they get from it. That makes me really happy.
Yeah, exactly. it fills you up, doesn't it? That kind of being with so many creative people gives you that fulfillment that you need every day to carry on. David, how about you? What was your favorite moment? Because your festival, which we've been to, in the evening, warm, just imagine warm evenings,
beautiful setting,
some
outside,
beautiful places, beautifully lit, language no problem, performance, lay back, sit down, some kind of prosecco slash
yes,
Aperol spritz, pint of Aperol spritz underneath the olive trees.
Oh,
Sums it up.
Yes, in general, this is the best description you can make. If I have to think about a special moment, I think this is about when we do that inside this villa during the year is in central Rome, and it can habit by clochards as well. Making the clochards aficionados and the followers, new followers, even if they don't pay the ticket to get in. Having them as audience is an achievement for us. And it's not. It's like it's not just because they are clochards, of course, but it's something that involves completely and can take all kind of people, actually, from the family to them to maybe the youngest, the oldest. And it's great. It's probably isn't the fairest side of the theater. So
it's wonderful.
Nice.
And one of the other differences is that where in the UK or wherever else your kids go to bed at 6:30, they're still up at 11 in Rome playing in the park. So you can put kids events on at 10 p.m. No problem, they will come. It's fine. Do you want to, before we finish, do you want to give us any kind of parting words, usually on World Fringe Day, Fringe in general?
Oh, well, I have to say what you're doing, what you guys are doing at World Fringe is just amazing, and it's really been wonderful to feel welcomed into a family of people who are have the same challenges, and it really helps keep us going, I would say. But I think I would say to anyone out there who's thinking of maybe taking or starting their own fringe in their own town, like, definitely do it. There's a brilliant support network with World Fringe, and we've all got your back. We know how hard it is, but it's also very rewarding.
We do.
I don't think anyone knows how hard it is without you.
How about you, David? Any
congratulations with you about what you are doing. It's the first thing that I told you today is how hard is this? This morning you are doing this, and it's crazy. But it's
we've spoken to hundreds of people today. We're still going. It's all right. We've nearly finished our biscuits.
I know, we've got beans.
We're not giving up. We like to celebrate our fringe.
I think of the list. Yeah. Right?
Well, I think we've got about more to go. We'll speak to you soon, and I want to wish you a happy World Fringe Day.
Happy World Fringe Day.
See you soon. Lots of love.
Lots of love.